Oh, okay, like the matchmaking or whatever. Alright. Oh, I'm in game right now. Hold on.
Coordinates locked. Hellpods prime. Engaging orbital thrusters.
Okay, I see you.
Hellpod launch
Your
initiated.
camera's not. I can only see like half of your face there. Okay. Oh, Nick Mercs. Yeah, but his camera's like actually good. I think it's a good strategy. Your gameplay's like as good as his. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Sending down support weapon.
Dropping a pin. Fire in the hole.
What do you mean?
Requesting air support.
Attack underway. Boom!
One
Target
hot
down.
spotted. Prepare to exterminate.
Allied destroyer joining squadron, deploying Helldiver.
How do you like to chase? Oh, freedom! Reloading!
So how do you want to do the video?
Reloading!
Videos, I don't know how many do I want to do.
30.
Okay, because I want to do definitely like a general meta talk. You know what I mean? And then if y'all want to do like more of a Helldivers lean on the meta after that, you know? Because I have seen that's like a big deal. You know what I mean? Like people gatekeeping people from getting into groups and stuff like that. But those are too close. We can obviously combine them, you know.
Not today!
And then what was the other stuff? What was another one? Star Wars games? Okay.
Freedom never
The what? Okay. Okay. I think maybe you and Chase do that one.
have a taste of democracy.
I mean, I don't really have anything to say. I don't know what they're doing.
Reloading!
Well, I mean, I don't even know what they're doing.
Tagging map.
Like, I don't know what the talk is would even be about.
Requesting tac pack.
Yeah, I still think it'd be better for you guys, probably. Yeah. Who's publishing their game? Sony, right? Sony? Yeah, okay.
Found something!
Gotcha. I was gonna say, it sounds like kind of like an indie spin, but I guess it's not really. Sony's still their boss, kind of. What do you mean?
Found something!
I mean, how many concurrents did they have? Like 200K, 400K? I mean, you gotta think they would have like 600 or 700K if they had Xbox.
Back
I mean,
reloading!
no, I'm just saying this. The statement is not like a outrageous statement. Like if they wanted, like they would obviously make more money if it was on Xbox too. Yeah, I mean I think console exclusives are just like anti-consumer in general, like bad for us, you know. Yeah, it can be.
Found something.
But even PlayStation loses money on I mean even Sony loses money on the PlayStation. You know what I mean? Like they consoles are sold at a loss. Like they're so like the price that they sell at based on how much they cost to make.
Sending in an eagle.
Like that's for all consoles.
Run tunnel 3.
Maybe except for Nintendo. But to this point, it's just been to get market share. Like they're fine selling them at a loss, you know. But Sony's kind of won, like you're saying, basically. I think Xbox's best move is to just put their games out everywhere. Just take them to PlayStation. Like I think it would be amazing if Halo was on PlayStation. Actually.
Bug hive.
This gun sucks.
Throwing grenade.
I still think in the end, whoever eventually has the best cloud is gonna win. Like when you don't need hardware anymore to play games, you know? So I kind of think Xbox in a way is poised right now to do pretty good. This sucks.
Tagging location. Reinforcing! Last reload. Dropping a pin, northwest. Tagging map, north. Tagging map, northwest. Requesting air support. Bug tunnel 3. Reloading.
What's up, guys?
What's up, bro?
Yeah. Yeah. What's up?
There's the battlefield.
Throwing grenade. Reloading. How about a nice cup? My leg. Reinforcing.
Chase, you ready to record? Is it too early?
Request approved. Deploying reinforcements.
Point me to the enemy. Not today. Last reload. Going down a support weapon.
Do what?
Reinforcing.
Oh.
Can you guys hear me? Oh my god, my mic was freaking out.
In reinforcements.
Mic was freaking out.
You're like super quiet. I think I can turn it up. Hold on.
Hold on,
You just beat him up. Game shit out.
that could be. Let me check my mic.
Alright,
It's been weird.
I turned you up to like 65. Should be good.
Log tunnel breach.
No, I just tested. It sounds good on my end.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, I
Cool.
got it up, raised up. It's good.
All right. Yeah, I'm down to go. Dude, I really want to talk about that Game Master because I kind of want to focus on that in specific. Have you heard that? Tom, have you been watching that?
I don't know anything about Helldivers, dude.
So low key, I just want to keep it. I kind of want to keep this at least talking about Helldivers high level because Joel, the dungeon master, is kicking our ass. He's literally right now watching the entirety of the universe being basically what's happening right now, Tom, for context, is there's about 180,000 Helldivers right now trying to push out an invading force of the robots. And Joel, the dungeon master / game master, is making crazy drops right now to try to push back the human push, the Helldiver push. Yeah. And he's and the CEO of the company is like basically like not live streaming it, but he's like tweeting it, like when he's like, "Hey guys, get yeah." So I really want to talk about that because that shit is crazy. Do you guys know any of the other games that do that? Like for that, because I can only
remember stuff in the past, but nothing that's like concrete.
nothing recent, right?
I mean, there's like games where there's like monsters versus players, and devs have taken over. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't say it's like.
But could you like put a
maybe
name
to this
to it?
scale. It doesn't sound like.
Yeah, because it's like it seems like he's just basically giving him free reign to push the big red button. If things look too easy, he'll adjust it. If it looks too hard, he gets to, he can do drops, like, give the players a chance. Like, it's so cool.
Yeah, it's
Like,
interesting.
To me, that's like the perfect, like if a live service / MMO, I mean, live service is kind of an MMO, but MMOs are more like, here's new products, have fun with it, and then, oh, wait 3 months, here's more new product. Whereas like the live service is like a living, active service. No other game, no other live service, as far as I can tell, has done this level of like detail. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think
Like
you
a
have to
true.
have the right type of game though for that to work.
Oh, totally. And this
You know
is
what I
like
mean?
that perfect. I feel like if Deep Rock did it, it would have worked really well. You know, but they didn't. They didn't have it as a live. They didn't build it in. They didn't build it in as a live service.
Right.
Or like Planet Side. Planet Side could have been a perfect opportunity for that, but they never did it. They just kind of let, you know, things happen the way they are because that was strictly PvP.
Yeah. Well, MMOs could do some.
Right. They could.
Sort
and
of
that actually
something. You know, it'd have to be a
that
certain
ac-
game mode or something like that.
that makes me wonder. Say Dungeon Master style. I want to say, are there any other games that have a dev dungeon?
Throwing grenades.
Because it's like getting me like in a like a super nerdy like, oh man, this is like totally turning into like Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
think
like
it's
where
just
you
gotta develop the game with that in mind almost.
that's it.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah, and they actually gave him a name. It's Joel. Like Joel is actively like changing the course
Right.
of the war. Terminated. And it just kind of gives me like, even if we did focus on that high level, like Scotty, what do you think? Are you in a? Oh yeah, like even if we just high level talked about that, like sure we could talk about like Helldiver updates and stuff, but even like at like a conceptual level, the idea of like an active live service, not just like a bullshit live service where it's like, oh, it's a live service, you can, you know, buy new products from our merch store and da 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 da. No, it's like an actual dev taking part in the course of the story, you know, like actively changing the narrative.
Last reload.
Yeah, I'm looking it up to see if there's any other like references, because that's the one thing if we don't bring up, and then you know, a bunch of our fans, you know, come in and they start dropping their line. Oh yeah, dude, this game does it. That'd be kind of a cool just conversation piece, yeah.
Calling down a sentry.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, dude, that just gets my, like I said, this gets my Dungeons and Dragons nerd going. Because I've said it before, there's nothing better. Like, Tom, have you ever done a Dungeons and Dragons? Like, have you ever done like a campaign, like a live
Never.
campaign, like total
Never.
nerdy level? Like, okay, so I've done one, and I did it in college, and it was like one of those. It was like about a year and a half long, because we didn't play every week. So like,
Yeah.
so
Yep.
but our dungeon master was he now works for Blizzard. He's like a top tier like director for Blizzard, but he was our dungeon master, and the stories he told were insane. Like I would go home thinking about like the choices we made and like the stuff that he like, you know, he basically like screwed us over from and like that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Um,
We totally could. My buddy Brock is a dungeon master. He does like, I play. He's like a Guild Wars 2 kind of expert.
yeah,
But he leads like a game all the time.
dude, that.
We had thought about doing like an Ashes of Creation themed
That'd be cool.
deal at some point, because that's how Ashes started, was Stephen Sharif's personal Dungeons and Dragons game.
See, that's
Like
cool.
where he was the dungeon master, and like Vera was the name of the world, which is now the name of Ashes of Creation's world. You know what I
And
mean?
he had no dev experience prior to that, right?
He never made games, no.
Okay, but he was driven by a really neat story and world building.
He says he funded a bunch of game development because he was a whale, basically,
Wow.
indirectly. But no, like never wasn't a part of game development, as far as I know. Yeah, that would be something cool to have like a YouTube series on or something.
Yeah, like I mean, even just at a like I said, even just at like a high level, just even talking about this, just because it just sparks something personal in me, and I think for others, I've been seeing it too. Like, holy shit, this guy is actually screwing us over right now. You know, like, oh yeah, here he comes. He's gonna make swath. You know, like that. I think PC Games made a post where they here. Let me show. I'm gonna send a screenshot. I saw it. PC Games made a post where it was talking about the 118,000 or who are like trying to push, and I gotta find that. I gotta find that tweet.
How come
It
not
was amazing.
everybody's trying to push? You have to kind of choose to do that or something.
So
Is that
in the game they notify you down in the bottom left corner, like what's your directive, like what's your next directive, and then it'll tell you, you know, oh, the Terminids are attacking. They're basically beating up on you, or the other race is doing something, and they'll say like push them back, and then you have to. And then today, I think it was it last night, Scotty? There was like a very heavy directive of now the automatons are getting too close to Super Earth. You all need to team up, otherwise Super Earth's gonna fall. And apparently in the first game, the Super Earth has fallen like multiple times. Like people, that shit, and then it just resets. The entire world just resets. So I'm curious to see what would happen if that, if this happens in this game too. Dude, that's gonna be nuts, man. I want, you know what I want, truthfully, man? If they cross over and they're at Super Earth, I want city, like Battlefield style, like urban environment. You know what I mean? Yes, dude, and like going in and just, yeah, exactly.
Reloading.
That would be cool. Oh my God, there's so many up. Yeah, like, yeah. But yeah, there was. Oh, here we go. The PC Gamers was like, there's currently 180,000 Helldivers storming a single planet, on track to liberate in 24 hours or less, unless Arrowhead's devious DM gets mean again. So they're talking about Joel. Like, there's a name to this guy. Like, everybody knows who this guy is. He's not on Twitter, but the CEO has announced his name. That's a good point, though, Scotty. I would say, like, where we'd like to go. Maybe, like... Okay.
Same.
It just, it's funny because it just sparks something and different than any other game. Like, they don't give you much when it comes to story. You know what I mean? You kind of make your own adventure out of the game. It's so minimal in the story building. You have to go. You have to tab the map. If you do the map, or if you do your stratagems, it'll pop up. Their names will pop up. Or you hit escape and you can see their names too. Who is? Oh, nice.
Moral.
Here, I'm gonna send you guys my minuscule script, but I'm just kind of jotting down points. And Catherine Baskin is she's kind of their social media moderator. She does moderation on the I'm blanking right now. On their Discord channel as well. But she is now announcing that Joel is gonna make some shit happen. Here, I'm gonna post this image. Yeah, so she just posted, our GM, Joel, is the best. He isn't just checking boxes and automating events. Every time I talk to him, he's planning, organizing, monitoring community sentiment with me. He's mourning and celebrating with players as they experience those big moments in the Galactic War. Oh, man. Jeez, dude. Yeah, her next post is, there's no better person for this big job than Joel, who is both a game master strategist and a genuine role player. Our studio and our players are fortunate enough to have someone who cares so much about fostering these experiences. Dude, this makes, man, you should tell your buddy to start like looking for an actual like full-time job doing this stuff. Like, because it seems like this might be a trend. Like I could see this blowing up into a total trend of like hiring actual like.
I'm sure you gotta have some kind of game dev experience though.
Oh no, but I'm thinking like just in perspective of like how he like if the tools are yeah, like he's able to kind of adjust the narrative in a way that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like he's not just pushing buttons apparently. That's fucking cool, man. I don't know. I'm just nerding out.
Reloading. Throwing supply beacon.
You almost
I
out?
mean, he is a chemistry teacher though, so he's pretty nerdy.
Oh, good. Nice. How it turns out. I'm just looking up some other material we might be able to pull from. You know, it's funny too, because this actually goes into a whole sub-segment too about how companies are now using AI as well to tell the stories. You know what I mean? And it's like you could do that, but would hiring an actual person be better? Because it's it's a little more chaotic and less. Yeah, that's a whole other story though.
Get some!
Have not. That's a new one. Yeah. Okay, so that answers your question, Tom. Yeah, so somebody asked that, how do you get a job doing this game mastering? And he's like, lots of experience as a game dev and loads of compassion for the community.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. So he's probably writing code into it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean
he's got to be.
He's got to be doing injections. Yeah.
Because it would take too long if he was having to tell other people. You know what I mean? Like, the workflow process of that kind of stuff.
Oh man, that's kind of scary though. He could like destroy the unless, I mean, I'm sure there's like check-in, check-out processes, but could you imagine?
Yeah.
Like one semicolon missed and he pushes it live.
I bet they've maybe they've streamlined it though.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I'm sure they have the tools, the dev tools to make it easy for him or easier for him.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm so hyped about. So they're adding mechs, Tom. I don't know if you saw that video. There, check this out.
I'm gonna tell you guys something.
Yeah, you've been completely out of the loop.
No, I muted the Helldivers channel. So
Oh shit!
I don't have to.
Hot take. Hot take.
It's just like it's a bunch of stuff I don't care about. Basically, I'm like, I don't want to get notified every 5 seconds about Helldivers.
Hold on. What if Microsoft decided to work with them and added Halo? Added Master
Chief. If it's a
Chief.
Halo game, I would consider it. But even if it's PvE, I'm not gonna play it much, regardless of what the title is.
It's just PvE in general. It just doesn't
doesn't
tickle your pickle. All right,
No.
that makes sense. Yeah, dude.
You can't miss out on something you don't like. That's actually a big positive.
I'll be honest with you, dude. There's been like 3 of my friends who are not PvE fans whatsoever, and
It's
all
like
have
me
been
saying
converting.
you guys are Scott. You're missing out from not playing MMOs, and you'd be like,
Yeah,
no, that's
that's a
not
good
true.
point. He's got a point. You know.
Tech pack inbound.
Yeah, it's just we have no time.
No, that you can't make that argument. I say that all the time. You put as much time into Helldivers as you would an MMO.
I would say the only MMO that I could have the time for is exactly that, is Guild Wars, because it's so easy to play for like an hour.
Yeah, but you're missing my point. The total number of hours is the same. Like you're playing as yes.
I put 40 hours in.
Layer extraction be swift.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not a game. That's not a game issue. That's not like a MMO
No,
issue.
You're right.
You know what I mean? No, I put as much time as I want in. I don't feel like I have to put more. You know.
No, I think there's inherently a more addictive nature
more
to
psychological.
MMOs.
It's not.
I mean, it's
actual.
definitely a personal thing. I think the addictive nature of MMOs is much higher. This is a whole nother conversation.
I think MMOs
because
are changing. Like especially Dragonflight, like nothing is mandatory.
No, that's true.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
I think they're changing. I think if you said that 10 years ago, I think you would still be right.
Yeah,
You
because
know
I
what
mean, they definitely. Well, I mean, a lot of games today try to ploy you into getting addicted, you know, and it's like
Even Helldivers. I mean, that's their goal.
even Helldivers. But
You know what
I think for Helldivers' sake, it reminds me of the same gameplay loop. The reason I fell in love and played hundreds of hours in Monster Hunter was because of the co-op aspect, because it felt like when your small group won, everybody won, you know? And then it was like, you knew how much time was going into that round, was a 40-minute, like I know we talked about this in the last episode, but it's like whether it was a 40-minute, you knew exactly how long you were going to spend in that map, you know? And then that way you go, okay, I've got 40 minutes to enter. In an MMO, you don't know, most of the time, you don't know how much time things are going to take, you know what I mean?
I think now you do though. I think that's changing. So, you know.
As soon as an MMO says,
bite-sized content now in MMOs than there used to be.
but I mean, as soon as an MMO allows you to like drop in and go, okay, hey, this is a 40-minute match. I'm gonna go in, drop in, get my gear, and then get out. That to me, even if we play 4 hours in this in Monster Hunter or in Helldivers, there's still that element of going, okay, I'm gonna do this 40-minute, and if I'm tired, I'm gonna drop out, you know. But I'm gonna finish this mission. Whereas, like, I jump into Guild Wars, I jump into, you know, any MMO, I go, all right, I got quests to do, I've got my backpack to go through, I've got to sell this shit, I've got to do this, you know. It's more micromanaging than Helldivers. So it's like, if I just want to get in, blow shit up, have fun, get out, that's Helldivers. If I want to get in and like, I think Brocker said something. Was that in the? What channel was that in? Was that the World of Warcraft channel? No, what was it? Might have been Guild Wars. It might have not been Brocker either. It might have been.
I think Angus will post on Guild Wars.
But it was something to the extent of, if I'm gonna play these, I'm gonna go all in, and that's it. It's the only game I'm gonna play. You know what I mean? And I think you said that. You said that too. You said that too. Like you said, if it's like the one game, I'm gonna play that game only, exclusively. You know? And that's like that's. I think you. I want to say you said that.
Rotation of games. I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, I always have a shooter, MMO.
Yeah.
You know, whatever kind of a deal. So, but I mean, I rotate 3 MMOs. Like this week, I've logged into Guild Wars, Star Wars, and WoW. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, maybe I said that, but I was wrong. I don't know. I like them all. Star Wars, like the new PV. I'm more of like, when new content comes out for an MMO, I'll switch and do the content. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of a thing. And then when it's over, you know, I don't mind putting it down.
The bummer part about that is, like, I know, and this is obviously like a whole conversation too, is a lot of that
Jeez. Come back to us.
You're back quickly. Well done.
Dude. Never even killed that many AI before. That's amazing. Can't believe that. What? Why? How would that even work?
Check. Oh man,
Check, check.
Dude, Discord's been freaking out on me, man. It like cuts out my mic, and then I restart it, and it's fine.
No bueno.
Dumb.